A campaign surprise from former Coalition MP George Christensen. Instead of retiring, he will contest next month's federal election, but as a Senate candidate for Pauline Hanson's One Nation party. Mr Christensen has conceded it will be difficult for him to be elected from third spot on the One Nation ticket, and simply by running he'll be eligible for a taxpayer-funded payment of at least $105 grand.
If the only job that I do is helping Pauline get back in there in the Senate and maybe bringing a friend along with her in Raj Guruswamy, then that's a job done.
And the man who's ahead of George Christensen on the ticket, as you just heard, there is Raj Guruswamy. He joins us now. Raj, I believe this is your first political interview ever, so thank you for choosing us for it. Tell us, what is it that attracts you to One Nation?
What is it that attracts me? I've been working with Pauline for the last 5 or 6 years from my previous role. And I've seen her looking into facts and integrity of the way she deals with it once she understands the facts. And yeah, that actually attracted me to the individual. And one thing led to the other, and she tapped me on the shoulder and said, like, Raj, would you like to stand number 2 for me? And yeah, that's how I ended up getting into One Nation. So
I'm interested in some of the positions that the party's already staked out. And today at the press conference, Pauline Hanson said that she and the One Nation would be seeking to reduce immigration numbers so that we can look after the homeless and those who are struggling to get employment. You're a former mining executive born in India. Are you sure you're the right candidate for that party?
Okay, let's take a step back. If you're looking at her statement on the migration, and she's not going for zero migration, if I'm right, she's talking about reducing the number of people who are coming in so that the exact problem that you talked about, that people are homeless, will not happen. So being a migrant, yes, I've been an Aussie citizen and I love this country since I came in '92. I've been an Australian citizen since '95. So I don't see there is any gap between what she's talking about in terms of migrants coming into the country. See, when you come in, you want to have a better life. And if you come in and you're not having a housing and you would rather be in the other country than come to Australia, which is a blessed land. And so nothing wrong with the position that she's taken. And I don't think I'm not aligned with her. I'm definitely aligned with One Nation, or Pauline for that matter.
Well, Pauline recruited George Christensen to get you elected, but in return, he's actually eligible for $105,000. So are you and George Christensen just using each other?
Honestly, no. I know George Christensen from my role as a mining exec. And I don't think I knew that George was coming in until a couple of days ago. So there's no question of me using George. And if you're talking about the 100,000, I think that's a standard thing that every MP gets. So I wouldn't be across those details.
Well, Raj, at today's press conference, we didn't hear, I've got to say, much from you. In fact, Malcolm Roberts was in attack mode to defend his leader, but even she seemed to grow tired of him. Take a look.
When are you going to ask a question? When are you going to ask a question of other MPs about what they do with their wives? When are you going to ask them that? What I'm saying to you, if you listen.
Because I tell you what.
Why do you ask? Why do you ask?
Because he stood up today and.
She'll tell you all about the Liberal Party.
Right. Anyway, thank you very much.
Raj, are you sure they're a happy family?
I mean, I think you should ask that to Pauline and Malcolm. It's nothing to do with being a happy family or not a happy family. I think it was a personal question to George. I was in the room when it was asked. So Malcolm was not happy about the thing. So I guess he interjected asking the lady as to why you're asking about personal stuff. So I think that story, as I heard it, was done and finished many, many years ago. So why bring it up now just because he moved his allegiance from LNP to One Nation? That was the ultimate question that was asked, and nobody answered on the other side. So definitely it is a happy family. I know we were sitting and talking about the, what shall I say, the unreasonableness of that question that was asked of George.
Well, Raj, you've picked up the first trick of politics, which is to stand between as many Australian flags as you possibly can. Thank you very much for speaking to us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.